You know you're working on a plan to move out of state. You know you're working on your business. You know you're working on your mindset. So if you're still stuck in that toxic situation or whatever it is you're in, let go of expectation. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Money here, and I'm back for another freaking video. In today's video, we are going to be talking all about acceptance and why acceptance will literally triumph every life obstacle there is. For me, on this self-development journey that I've been on, I feel like it's been much more maximized in these last few months for me. But one of the main things that I'm learning right now, y'all, is acceptance and basically letting go of control of external factors and focus on the only thing that I can control, and that is me.
Hey guys, so before we continue the video, I wanted to give a book recommendation, which is The Untethered Soul. Y'all, when I say this book is so amazing, so powerful, and has definitely helped me on this journey of just self-development, self-healing, and acceptance of everything that goes on in life, because we can never control what happens on the outside world. We should only focus on what's happening within us, and this book breaks it down so much, and so I want you guys to check it out. But definitely let me know what you think. And yeah, so let's get back to the video.
But one of the first questions I want to back up and ask you, the viewer, is if I had to ask you, what is the meaning of life? What would you say? Would you say life is meant to be lived, or life is just meant for positive moments or happy moments, or life is just here for us to learn about our mistakes and to do things to, you know, elevate ourselves or elevate our life, or life is meant to be fair, or life is not meant to be fair? What would you say the real meaning of life is? Because you want to know my answer and the answer of other successful, millionaire, wise, historical people. Answer is life is just. Life is just. When we realize that life is not meant to be no one way, life is not meant to be fair all the time, life is not meant to be unfair all the time, life is not meant to always be good, life is not meant to always be bad, life is meant to just be. Life is just. Life isn't just good or just bad or just happy or sad. Life is just. There is no one way that life should be, and when we let go of expectations of what it should be and accept it as is, as it comes, then we can live a more peaceful way of life. For me, before we even get into all of the many topics that I have for this this subject, before we even get into that, I just want you to know what the definition of life, or what the meaning of life is. What is it supposed to be? Because I think sometimes we get caught up in expectation and entitlement, and we think that we're supposed to have things or do things, or we're supposed to be rich and famous, we're supposed to be successful, we're supposed to live in a big house and have our dream car. But like, says who? Where in the book of life, if there was one, says that life is supposed to be like that? Because there's not one. But again, on my healing journey and self-development journey, since, you know, being away from family and living on my own, this is one of the things that I'm learning, and it's helped me to heal, because I'm no longer having expectation of what my life is supposed to look like. I'm no longer having expectation for people. I think a lot of times we put expectation on people. We want people to live up to our standards and never make a mistake or never disappoint us, when we are never going to come across someone that won't disappoint us. Why? Because we are all flawful. Now, I know Beyonce has a song Flawless, and you know, everyone wants to believe that they're flawless, but that's absolutely not the case. We all have flaws. Everyone that comes in your life will eventually disappoint you one way or another. It's reality. When we accept people for them in life as is, we stop being so hard on ourselves and others, and we learn to just have compassion and empathy and accept everyone as they is, including ourselves. Y'all, I come from being so hard on myself, and I still slightly am, But I realized that being a perfectionist and trying to have it all together, it's just, what is it doing for me? It's not, what is it, I get like, you know, staying on top of yourself and working towards your goals, but when you're constantly critiquing or having expectation or forcing yourself to do something when you know you really don't want to do it, where are you going with that? Where are you going to get to with that? So I kind of got off topic, but the first thing that I want you to know is why you need to realize that you cannot control anything external of you. So whenever you are in moments and you're getting frustrated, angry, sad, whatever, because something is happening outside of you and you can't control it, stop and think, why am I even trying to control the outcome of this situation? Because what's gonna be is gonna be, whether I try to control it, whether I overthink it, whether I have anxiety, what's gonna be is gonna be. So whenever you have these moments, you have to realize, I can't control anything, no matter what my reaction is. So why not just accept it? Why not just allow life to flow, and whatever happens, happens, and whatever don't. And stop having expectations. Stop. Y'all, I think for the ladies specifically, I think we spend a lot of time creating false illusions and creating false fantasies in our heads of what our partner should be like or what they should do, or we look at the potential versus the reality of who they are or what the situation is. And I think we start accepting, okay, this is the type of person he is. He don't clean up after himself. He doesn't know how to be loyal to one person. He doesn't respect me as a woman or know how to take care of me the way that I want to be taken care of. When we start looking at those traits for what they are, I think we'll spend a lot less time being in relationships and marriages with people that were never meant to be our end all be all. But because we can't accept the reality for what it is, we stay inside of things, and then we look up and it's years from now, and where did time go? So that's one of the biggest things. You need to realize you cannot control external factors, and acceptance is key, because you will look at it for what it is and you'll still be at peace whether it works out in your favor or not. Because one of the main things that I love to say, I tell my clients all the time, I tell people that I talk to in just general conversation, is it's never a win or lose, right? Like, it's always win or learn. Whether you win something in life, amazing, but if not, then 110% of the time you'll learn something. You know better, so you can do better for the next time. And that's just that's my personal belief, and I feel like that is what has helped me so far. And up until this point, I've just learned so much about acceptance and just letting go of, you know, control. The next thing that I want to talk about is why you should focus on the controllable, which is you. I am me, and I can only control me. I can only control my thoughts and reactions. I can only control my responses. I can only control my feelings and emotions. And that's not to say I'm never gonna have a down moment or a sad moment when someone does something to me. Absolutely not. Especially me, this girl, I'm sensitive and I'm emotional, and I'm accepting that, because for so long I didn't. People would tell me like, Money, you're so sensitive, you're so, and I'm like, no, I'm not, and I would get defensive. But it is what it is, and I am. And if you think that, great. Like, if you feel that, great. I accept that for what it is. And I know for myself, and I'm standing on that for myself, that yeah, I am emotional, I am sensitive, because I'm a very passionate person. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, whether I'm sensitive or emotional, only I can control that. If a situation happens to me or someone does something to me, I can only control my responses to that. Again, even if I feel sad about that situation, I give myself time to reflect, to process, and after that time is up, that's it. I'm not allowing it to affect me anymore, because I control that. And again, no matter if I cry, scream, want to fight, be mad, the situation already happened. It is what it is. So why not just accept it and say, you know what? It happened. It is what it is. So that is the most important thing. With acceptance of everything that's happening in front of you, of course, what you can control. And if you can help a situation to work out, you know, better than it should, then of course do that. I'm not saying to just always sit back and allow life to just happen and allow bad things to just like you know, present itself. If you are in a position to change the way things are happening, do it. But also, if you attempt to change things or try to fix a situation and it does not work out, even then, acceptance, compassion, you know that you did what you could. And the way that I found that I am learning, or I'm getting better at acceptance, is through mindfulness, through meditation. I started meditating so many years ago. I just haven't always been as good as I am now. But I see that a lot of times, if I just breathe, like literally what I did in my Healing Girl morning routine, if I just breathe and just observe my thoughts without judgment, no judgment, just observing my thoughts, observing, are you kidding me? Just observing my thoughts, observing how I feel, without judgment or without critiquing anything, just allowing it to come up and come out. Literally, that's it. That's all that meditation is. That's all meditation is. Allowing things to come up and come out. Come up and come out. And you do that through just breathing exercises and sitting in stillness and hearing yourself out. But in those moments when you're sitting there and you're experiencing whatever is going on inside of you, you're not reacting, you're observing, you're just sitting there, you're allowing it to happen. And so doing that over and over, I've noticed that it helps me in situations that I can't control, because, you know, I'm just experiencing it. And I feel how I feel and I let it go. I'm focused on the next thing. I'm on to the next thing. And so those are the biggest things for me, and the reason why I just really want you to get in tune with acceptance and allowing life to flow, because I know a lot of you that watch me are in situations that you want to get out of. And trust me, I 100% understand you and feel you, and I've been there as well. But I want you to know, do all that you can do to get out of that. But while you're in your now season, accept it for what it is. Work on what you can work on, and that's yourself. And then after that, that's it. You know you're working on a plan to move out of state. You know you're working on your business. You know you're working on your mindset. So if you're still stuck in that toxic situation or whatever it is you're in, let go of expectation. Let go of the other person being the bigger person or the other person changing. You can't control what they do. You can't control how they act. The only thing that you can control is you, your responses, your reactions. So ask yourself, what am I gonna do from here so that I can better this situation, better my responses and my emotions? So that is all I have for this video, y'all. This was kind of like a rant, but also because I just feel so passionately about this topic. I can go on and on and on about this, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I will see you guys in my next video. Oh, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at @TheAmaniCollins and on my TikTok at @TheAmaniCollins. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.